Hey there, friends. Hi to everyone listening on their way to work. Hey to you who's probably relaxing at home, and a special hello to all of you learning English with me today. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Jake, and this is Relax Learning, a place where we improve our English together through real stories, real experiences, and real conversations. Let me tell you something. If you stick with me until the end of this episode, you're not just going to enjoy a good story. You're also going to learn natural English expressions, improve your listening skills, and grow your vocabulary without even feeling like you're studying. I promise. All right, no more waiting. Let's get into it. So, I did something kind of crazy last week. Last week, I decided to challenge myself in a way I never had before. It wasn't a huge adventure or a dangerous trip, but it felt just as intense. I wanted to see what would happen if I changed something small, but important. I turned off my phone for 7 days. No calls, no messages, no social media. That's right. I completely disconnected from the digital world. No buzzing notifications, no endless scrolling, no checking the time every 2 minutes. Just silence and a lot of unknown moments ahead of me. Just me and the real world. It was just me, my thoughts, and everything happening around me. No filters, no distractions, just raw, unedited life. At first, that idea felt exciting and a little scary. At first, it was terrifying. I kept reaching for my pocket, even when my phone wasn't there. My brain was still expecting the phone to be there, like a reflex. It was like a phantom limb. I knew it was gone, but I felt like I needed it. Every quiet moment made me uncomfortable. Like I was missing something. My hands were acting like they had a life of their own. Without even thinking, my fingers would move as if they were opening an app. It was muscle memory. Scary, right? I realized how automatic my habits had become, and suddenly I realized how much of my time, my life, was controlled by that small screen. I started doing the math. Hours and hours lost just looking at a piece of glass. Moments I could have spent with people, reading, or just being still. It was a wake-up call that hit me harder than I expected. Day 2 was the hardest. I was bored. Like, really bored? Without my phone, I didn't know what to do with myself. I walked around my house like a lost tourist. Even 5 minutes felt like an hour. No scrolling, no texting. I couldn't even take a picture of my lunch, which, by the way, looked amazing. I actually made a beautiful sandwich that day, and no one saw it. There was no camera to capture the moment, no likes to chase. It felt both frustrating and oddly peaceful. But then something weird started to happen. Something shifted. Not outside, but inside me. I stopped looking for distractions and started paying attention. Little things started to feel bigger, more meaningful. I began to notice things, like the sound of the wind through the trees or the light changing in my room. I noticed my breathing, the taste of my coffee, even the rhythm of my steps. It felt like my senses had been turned up. I heard birds singing in the morning. I saw colors around me more clearly. Suddenly, mornings weren't just something to get through. They became peaceful, gentle moments I actually looked forward to. And everything around me, trees, skies, buildings, looked more alive. And I actually talked to people. Real conversations face to face. I started chatting with people I usually just nodded at. I asked real questions and listened, really listened, to the answers. It reminded me how human connection feels without a screen in the middle. I smiled more. I slept better. I felt lighter during the day, like a cloud had lifted from my mind. And at night, my brain wasn't racing. It was calm. I fell asleep faster and woke up feeling more rested than I had in months. I even had dinner with my neighbor, and we'd never really talked before. It was a spontaneous thing. I saw her outside, we started chatting, and somehow it turned into dinner. We shared stories, laughed, and found things we had in common. It was one of the best evenings I'd had in a long time. By day 5, I felt like a different person. The anxiety was gone, replaced with something deeper, clarity. I wasn't thinking about what I was missing online. I was focused on what I was experiencing right now. more focused, more present, more alive. I noticed every detail, every emotion, every moment. I felt grounded, like I was really here, not floating in a digital fog. It was a powerful and emotional shift. I wasn't thinking about the next notification or the next like. There was no dopamine rush from a screen, just the slow, quiet joy of being connected to the world around me. And honestly, it felt amazing. I was just there, in the moment, no pressure to post, reply, or perform. Just living, breathing, and noticing, and for the first time in a long time, that was enough. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love my phone. It helps me stay in touch, learn, and have fun. I'm not saying we should all throw our phones away, but I do think we should ask ourselves, how much do we really need them? But after this experience, I learned that I don't need it every minute. It's okay to disconnect. Even if it feels weird at first, silence doesn't mean something's wrong. Sometimes silence is exactly what we need. Sometimes the best connection is the one with the people and the world around you. The most beautiful moments aren't found online. They're in laughter, in nature, in simple human contact. And all it takes is looking up. So, what do you think? Could you survive 7 days without your phone? Let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your thoughts. And hey, if you enjoyed this episode, check out the description. There's a playlist full of other podcast stories just like this one, all designed to help you relax and learn English. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who needs a little break from their screen. Your support means so much to me. Thank you. Until next time, this is Jake. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep learning.